Dave Snyder here. It is September the 13th, 2012. Okay, so what weather are they hiding here on the Earth here? They got a big strip of weather missing here, and I have this overlay that I did last week in this position. It hasn't moved. I haven't moved the overlay, and just take a look at the parts that they are showing how well those parts of the weather fit. Let's just take a look. Looking around this crater, around the crater here. Look at this here. All this right here fits right in. All this here. Perfect. I mean, it must show exactly what you see here in the weather that they're hiding. And they've been doing this. I've been noticing this for a couple of weeks now, that they, on the North Pole and the South Pole, they do the same thing. They'll hide the weather because they leave perfect prints of the moon. I'm telling you right now. I mean, look at this right here. Watch. Look at that. Follows the lines. It fits right in there. Look at it. It starts right here, right where I got this set in place. I'm not going to move this overlay ever. It'll be right here all the time. And the weather that they're hiding right here would show. Probably that crater would be clear. All this in here would be clear. This would all be clear in the clouds. You'd see this. You would see it all. But they're hiding. Look at this, all the way around to the edge right here. Look at that. And you can see how this is curving upwards, just like it should. It should curve up that way. Just take a look at what's there. Look at it fit right in here. Look at this. See that? That is showing us more. It shows so much. You just don't understand. I mean, I hope you understand. Look, the moon has hit the Earth a bunch of times. And the weather patterns absolutely prove it. Like I said, I put this overlay down about a week ago. Okay? I made a video about it when I discovered it as I was making a video. So you can see, it's not something that I planned. I was over here showing stupid shit over here. Well, I mean, good stuff, but out of the corner of my eye, I saw this big giant circle of clouds right here, and I put this in place, and it's been in place ever since. Haven't moved it, and you can see I turned on the weather today, and they are hiding the weather in the middle of this overlay right here, and I'm glad they're hiding it. I'm glad they're hiding it because it shows what I'm talking about. It proves that I'm right about this. Look at that fit of those clouds right there. Look at that. Okay, I mean all of the clouds. Look around this crater right here. Look at the clouds go right around it, the same exact shape. Okay, you see the clouds right around this, right on top of this one, but they cut it off. See that? Okay. All the clouds are following these lines. Absolutely. Right here you can see it, all of it. I mean, it shows that they're hiding the weather. Why would that? I mean, look, it's going to show a perfect print of the moon. That's why. People would figure, I mean, I don't know why they're still trying to hide it. It's so obvious anyway. I mean, Antarctica is a perfect print of it's a perfect shape of this crater right here. I know you think it's too big to be the moon. The moon is bigger than you're told. I'm telling you right now. This proves it right here. It proves it. The weather patterns prove it. Whether you want to believe it or not, the weather patterns absolutely follow the prints that the moon has left on the Earth, whether it be under the ocean or on the land. It doesn't make any difference. The weather patterns follow the shapes, the contours of the land. The weather patterns shape themselves to those shapes, and you can see it right here. Absolutely. Absolutely see it right here. And let me just show you what they do in Antarctica. See, look at that. Why are they doing that? And they do the same thing up the North Pole sometimes. If there's something up here, they'll see a big spot where they don't have any weather. They do it at the South Pole all the time. Like right here, you see the same strip right here, look. All the way down. Because it shows something right here. It shows something in these cloud patterns that prove it. And what I've done is I've taken this picture, since I can't do an overlay here on the pole because the picture will not overlay right on the poles. You have to bring it up to the equator somewhere. So what I did is I did two things at one time. Actually, I put this crater in place. I'm not saying it's perfectly aligned yet, but I put this in place over Africa because the weather patterns were showing that it fit there at one point. And it shows it somewhat, but let me turn the weather off and show you how it fits over the land here in Africa. I got to find it first. Which one is it? Right here. Okay. So I got it titled Antarctica Mo because it's Mare Oriental. It's reversed over the Earth, and it's in Africa, but I'm gonna show you Antarctica and the weather patterns right here with the picture that I saved of the weather patterns that day. Okay. So here you go. This is Antarctica and the weather patterns that were surrounding it that day. And all you got to do is look at it. Look at this area right here. I want you to take a look at that area right here. Okay, you see this, you see all this in here, you see the line, the point that it comes to right there. It absolutely is lined up right there. That's where it goes. And then you can see this area right here. See that? It's hard to see. It's a little bit difficult to see, but you see how this follows the edge, and then it comes back and fits over here. Okay, now let me show you this. So what I did is I took this away. I took this picture away, like this. Turn it off. So what I did next is I aligned the Antarctica rock structure into this picture. Okay, just like this. By using the marrow, it's actually I adjusted it. I moved it a little bit, but it's right, goes right in there, just like that. Okay, that's the rock structure, Mare Oriental, right there, or of Antarctica, inside of the Mare Oriental crater. And now I lined it up over this crater, and then I turned off the crater to see how it fits over my original picture of or turn on the Antarctica weather to see if it lined up the right way. And it lined up perfect. Look at that. Lined up perfectly. So I lined it up over the crater, and it matches what I lined up over with the weather patterns. I used the weather patterns to line up this one to the crater, and then I used just the crater to line up the rock structure. So I didn't use this picture to line up this rock structure. I used the crater to line it up, and you can see how well they go with each other. I had it right on. I had both of them set right on. They're both perfect. And here's another one. Let me show you another one here. Okay, let me turn off this one. Turn this one back on. Okay, and then here you go. Yet another rock structure picture of Antarctica. Fitting right in there. Look at that. Because it goes in there. It's a direct hit from the moon. The moon is 4 times the size they say. You can believe it or not. It makes no difference to me. I mean, it's just trying to show you something here. Really trying to show you something true here. So that just shows them. I mean, look here. Let me just kind of 3D it for you there. Look at the shape of the dark blue. That's the picture that I've got overlaid over the top. Look how it fits into the Mare Oriental basin. Just look how well it fits. So I'm not saying it happened right here, but if you look, if we take a look and turn off this one and this one, and then we just put Antarctica right there, since it fits right there, and I'm pretty sure that crater fits right here in Africa. Pretty sure that's right. Here, should take a look at that first. Why don't you take a look at Lake Victoria there in Africa, right here, and take a look at this big shape right here. Okay, and then take a look at the crater. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Okay, so we'll take a look at Antarctica over the top of Africa here and just see how that fits. The rock structure here. Fits pretty good. You can see this shape right here. You can see that in the Sahara right there. See right above it, right there. That line going the same angle. It's the same thing. It was probably here during the impact. I mean, it was probably during the supercontinent that it impacted Antarctica right here this way, with Africa here, South America right here on this side, and you know the other continents wherever they were. I mean, I could figure it out. I've already done it, but I've been working on just trying to prove the impacts lately. Well, I mean, I've already proven it to myself. I know for a fact the moon's hit the Earth. Just take a look at that. Fits right in there. Anyways, the weather patterns are being hidden over here because the moon, it would show a perfect pattern of Mare Orientale right there in the clouds. Better believe it. Here you go again. Just look at that. I mean, it shows it completely. So they're hiding that weather. I wonder why they brought it. I guess they have to bring it all the way down here. There's probably weather right here that shows something too. But that's what they're doing. That's what the Google Earth does. I mean, they try to hide this big time. I mean, you try to use Google Moon and put Google Moon images over the Earth, and Google Moon is garbage. I mean, it's so fake. They don't show anything in Google Moon because they know people would take the images and put them over the Earth and see exactly what I'm seeing. I've been doing this every day for 3 years. I know what I'm talking about. I know the moon hits the Earth. I know these weather patterns tell the truth, and they're hiding it. I'm telling you, this would be a perfect shape of this crater right here. You can see it over here, it fits, and then over here it fits. So right in the middle would be something that would just give it away. Probably this right here would show really well, which I've seen it plenty of times already anyway in the weather. But I mean, it would show this really well. It'd probably show the center really very defined or something. I mean, you can see it. It's going to fit really good up here because the curve's all going right, and you can see it over here. This would be right out. I mean, it would fit perfect. So the moon's hit the Earth, people. I don't know how else make it any more important to you than it just you knowing it. I mean, take a look at it yourself. I mean, you can't. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing something. Anybody could do this. Anybody could do this. Just reverse the moon surface over the Earth and put it in where it belongs. Right here, like I said. Watch the other videos where I discover it. Watch my other videos to show the other alignments I've done with the weather patterns. They give the whole story away. I mean, it tells the whole story of the Earth. It absolutely tells the story of the Earth. The weather patterns on the Earth tell the story. A big story. You'll sometimes see big circles on the Earth, and you'll see patterns that look circular, and those are impacts by the moon. At least 8 times. Probably one right here. Look, that's probably the one we were just working on. I just had up there pretty much. But we're getting some weather in Africa. We're going to be able to line up some stuff pretty good there pretty soon. Watch. We'll try this one real quick. Yeah, it fits in there okay. Africa's kind of a weird place for weather. But it fits anyways. You still see it fit. Right up here, this little loop of green goes right around that ridge. Look at that. I can see that in there. See this round edge right here? See this round edge? It's there. So, weather patterns show that the moon's hit the Earth. You can see it for yourself, like I said. A good one right here today. Take a look at that one too while we're here. Let's see, I'm trying to remember which one it is. It's this one here. Take a look at the clouds right there. Another one that fits perfectly. Better at other, sometimes it fits better than others with the weather. But this right here is a giveaway. This shows. It shows that I'm right. It shows I'm right. I don't like to be right on this subject, but it shows I'm right. Look at those weather patterns fit. See right around that crater, look at that crater right there. I mean, that's right in place. Look at the shape of the cloud, and look at the shape of the outside of the crater. You see this line that comes out down here. You can see it all. You just got to look. I mean, this right here should be this spot right here proves it. That's just that little spot right there proves it. It fits so perfectly in the lines of that shape, and then you see this part come whipping out this side right here, and you can see right where it comes out the side. The same shape, same curves, same lines. You see this heading over this direction, which it would if the weather was there, but they took it out. They're hiding it. So anyways, that's enough for now. Got any questions, go ahead and comment, and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. All right, have a good day.